Welcome into a beautiful Sunday afternoon edition of the USL PDL right here on YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios. I'm Peyton Behrens, and here we have the Sounders U23 taking on Lane United FC. Lane comes into Sumner, Washington on the road today, sitting at 1-2 with a loss last week to the Sounders, dropping 3-1 at home. Lane has an opening season win against the TSS Rovers, and just on Friday night dropped a 1-0 game against Highlanders. The Sounders here come into this game 1 win, 1 draw. They beat Lane just last week, and on Friday night against the TSS Rovers, they had a 2-2 draw, which they gave up 2 90th-minute goals to prove fatal for their potential win. They had a huge, dominating 70-minute performance, mostly on the attack from the Sounders. The whole time was Nicholas Badaki and Santiago Patino. Now they're looking to try and bounce back. Just 2 days later here, an afternoon matinee game for the Sounders, led by manager Darren Sawatsky. The 2018 campaign fully in swing now for both these sides. Throwing from the far side for Lane. That's Ozzy Ramos, the center back, clearing it away for the Sounders. Excuse me, not the center back, the center defensive mid, but he sits on that back line like a sweeper. Sounders almost play a 5-back with how deep Ozzy Ramos drops, but he's the main engine for this Sounders team. Every ball goes through Ozzy Ramos. Swung through the middle, Anderson drops to his back line, and now it's with the keeper, Paul Cruz, clearing it away. Nathan Ani cleaning it up, sending a lobbed ball over the top. Lane able to contain, bring it down to the near sideline. Lane wearing the white kits with the red shoulders. The Sounders green, blue socks today, the traditional rave green. Combo play not working out for Lane here on the near sideline. It was Hosworth trying to pair up with Sergio Diaz. Floats away out of bounds, and now here's Ivory Randall on the throw-in for the Sounders. Randall's throw intended for Patino. Gets it, settles. Patino uses that large body to shield. Now it's far side with Jamil Cox. Has the overlapping run from Casey French. French drops back for Cox. And the Sounders patiently playing with the ball in their attacking half. Cox finds Menzies. Menzies to French. Tries threading a pass into Cox, but it gets tipped away. Lane able to keep it in on the far sideline, still working with it. And a ball dumped off to no man's land. Now it's the Sounders' back line keeping possession. Ryan DeGroot on the possession now. DeGroot had some bone-crushing tackles in Friday night's match. Playing a very well center back for the Sounders team. Very strong, very sturdy. And the first foul of the contest committed here in the 4th minute. Out around midfield, Lane will have a chance for a set piece. See if they lob it in. Today's center ref, Soo Hee, will be in control of today's match. Trying to work through 3 green shirts. Doesn't work out. Patino with a tap around the defender. It works out for him. Going on the break. Trying to find Badaki, but he can't. Now a long ball trying to transition quickly as Lane. Ani on it. Sends it away into the benches. Safe play from the former Seattle U defender. Nathan Ani spent time with Sounders U23 last season. Has proven himself as one of the best center backs in this Western Conference. Spur works a pass in between some traffic. It's Moon. Moon hits the deck, and now it's another Lane free kick here. 30 yards out, 35 yards out here in the 5th minute. Dangerous area. And an in-swinging set piece here. On the way, Lane sets up 4 men across the top of the 18 with Luke Hasworth sitting out on top of the box, ready to clean anything up. Whistle blown, free kick on the way. Header away to the far side of the box. Still bouncing around Lane, under control of possession. Stripped away by Randall, cleared out by Ramos, and it's dumped to the back line. Connor Ramlow settles it down, and now it's near side with Hasworth. Hasworth, an entry pass into Townsend. Townsend to the corner flag. Battling there in the corner. Ball staying in, dancing on the line. And it's last touch off the Sounders. Quick throw here, Spur. His cross goes sky high through the box. French's header dribbling towards the sidelines, and it's away. Lane on another throw in the attacking half. Lane comes into today's game without their leading goal scorer, Coffey, who has 3 goals on the season. Handball in the Sounders defensive end. They're going to take over on the free kick. Lane's leading goal scorer, Kyle Coffey, who has 3 goals so far this season, is not in the active 18. Willie Spur and Anthony Mascioni are the 2 Lane players in the 18 today who have scored previously on the season. Long ball over the top, intended for Del Hummel. Lane on the counter. Dribbling through 3 green shirts, make it 4, trying to go for a 5th. Casey French chasing it down, but Ben Willis pounces off of his line, gets his first action of the day as we're into the 7th minute here. Ben Willis, the Gonzaga University goalkeeper. Rolls out quickly. Willis likes to throw the ball. Has a booming punt to go well with it. He's an all-around goalkeeper. Almost had an assist tallied on Friday night. Sent a ball 75 yards in the air. Patino almost brought it down. Had a strike on goal and just missed the frame by inches. Ani far side looking direct. Now plays back with Ramos. Ramos dropped way back. Splits 2 defenders, finds Brodacki. Now it's with Randall, who resets. Ball intended for Patino. It was the Sounders who scored in the 7th minute of Friday night's game. It took no time to score at all. They're hoping to be able to get a goal in the first 10 minutes again today. Gets set off on the right foot. It was Brodacki who scored Friday night. Far sideline, Ani cleans it up, sends it away. Nick Moon was trying to get down the line. Jameel Cox pressuring the Lane offense on that far sideline, trapping them in. Lane trying to scramble, create space, and to find that space, they have to go all the way back to Paul Cruz's net. Lane patiently playing with the ball in their half. They lost their Friday night game against Highlanders 1-0 with a late second half goal. It was 0-0 through a majority of the game, just dropped it as Luke Hasworth sends that ball out of play. Randall now over on the throw. So both teams trying to bounce back from late game-changing decisions here from last Friday night. Ani spraying a ball to the near side. Here's Randall. Randall sees his runners into the box. Tries playing a ball to the top. Ani on the front line pressuring away from his center back position. And now he has to recover. Breaking up that far sideline lane on the transition. Looking into the midfield. Now it's with Townsend. Townsend Near side, takes a touch. Townsend cuts with the right foot down to the goal line, can't bring it back, and Ivory Randall there to clear it away. The defender, Luke Hosworth, into the attack for the throw, gets it back, looking for support, give and go down the line, can't find it. Ozzy Ramos there to clear it away. Rodacki misses the header. Patino, though, with a flick over the head, can't combine with his counterpart forward. Benavides now in the back line carrying. Sends a long ball intended for Miscioni. Settled here by DeGroot. Long ball from Ramos, looking for Jamil Cox. And it gets touched away from Benavides. The Sounders have a throw in the attacking half. We're 11 minutes through.
The Sounders U23 in South Puget Sound community congratulate the Tacoma Stars at Children's Center on another successful professional indoor soccer season. Check out the Tacoma Stars at TacomaStars.com and come watch our partners in the game of soccer.
Casey French on the throw, sends it all the way back. About 30 yards out for Ani. Gives it back to French. Ani stays on the ground after the tackle. Foul's going to be called. Sounders have a dangerous set piece opportunity here. Just about 30 yards out. It's going to be Ramos and his left foot standing over the ball. An in-swinging free kick on the way. The center backs have gone up. The only two men back for the Sounders, Casey French. As the ball comes into the box, it's headed away by Lane. Now Del Hommel trying to keep it in play. Del Hommel again. Ball bounces. DeGroot's pass to Ani. Ani trying to look direct. He gets pulled to the ground. Lane now on the counter. Deflected away. It was French. Now a big long ball switched, but Randall's there to head it back. Ani, his header goes to midfield. Now it's settled down. Del Hommel's able to put all the pieces together, settle the ball down, play it back, get the Sounders possession. And there's Menzies dropping way back. No high pressure from the Lane offense. They are sitting back deep. Long ball out of the back from DeGroot, crosses field. French plays into the middle for Ramos, gets it back. No pressure on this side of the 50. DeGroot's going to dribble over and send the big long ball again for Cox. Can Cox run it down? It's going to the corner flag. He's in a battle trying to keep it in play, but can't as it's shielded away by Jose Benavides. Sounders showing pressure deep into the Lane defense. Patino wearing the captain's band, chasing this ball around the back line. As it's with Ramlow. Plays across the back line, far side now for Lane. Through ball going up the sideline. Ani battling for it, wins it, leaves a man in the dust. Now Ani finds Ramos's feet, combining with Cox. A great flick in the midfield. Now countering the Sounders. Finds Patino on the long ball over the top. Patino now puts the ball on his right foot, trying to create space. Dribbles away, shoulder to shoulder. Puts a man on the ground. Here's Ramos now cleaning play up. Quick turn for Ramos. Del Holme sends it back to the back line. Ani now takes a touch, gets his head up. He's looking downfield, trying to find some forwards. Ramos now all the space in the world out around that 50. Here's DeGroot. Lane packing it back. Del Holmel's pass intercepted. Lane now on possession. Sounders trying to pin him back in their own end, get a quick counter. There's the turnover. Del Holmel carrying now. Still carrying, goes out wide for Menzies. His left-footed cross floats to the back post. It's Brodacki who gets a header on it, but it's sent away. Lane now tries combining. Casey French with a touch that goes to Ani. Now the miscommunication sends French down all the way into the defensive third, picking up possession and walking it back into the Sounders' attack. Here's Menzies with an entry pass for Brodacki. Brodacki gets the ball stuck under his feet, but able to carry with it. And it's just a long pass off of Ramos's boot. Menzies' header combines with Cox. Now Cox back to Menzies, has an overlapping Del Hommel. Pushing it past one defender. Del Hommel's cross gets deflected in the box. Now Lane on possession, losing his feet was Townsend. Lane tries taking the free kick quickly, and the Sounders end up with possession again. Here's Jameel Cox. Taps a pass for Menzies. Menzies can't get the shot off. It's tackled away. Lane trying to break out. Lane working possession around in the midfield now, turning, sending a ball near side. It's with Hosworth. Hosworth has space in front of him, uses the pass to the right. Jared Townsend now, his right-footed cross, deflected away by DeGroot. Headed by Randall upfield. Now it's a long ball left-footed, but can't find Patino. Quick touches from Del Hommel. Now it's Lane back under possession again. Neither teams have been able to put a shot on goal. Both goalkeepers having a lot of time to work. Here's Patino. Has space in front of him, trying to tap it around. Ball still going in Patino's favor. Bounces once. He's got one man in the box. Back to the net, trying to turn with the right foot. Getting tugged on. Now it's tapped away to the midfield. Here's Ramos. He wires up for a strike. And there we have the first shot on goal easily dealt with from Paul Cruz. It was Ramos on about 35, 40-yard shot.
Sounders U23 shot, side number 27, Ozzy Ramos.
Chested down. Well done on that far side by Nick Moon. French on the throw in front of his own bench. Darren Sawatsky looks on, hoping his team can bring a little more offensive attack here tonight. Ramos on the quick tackle, gets possession back for the Sounders. Entry pass, can't find Patino. Menzies jumps over a tackle, and a foul's going to be called. Excuse me, no, it's going to be a throw from center ref Suhi. Sounders on possession here in the 20th minute. Menzies now to the corner. It deflects away for a throw-in. Casey French quickly for Menzies. Gets it back. French now, left-footed cross. Over the top of everyone. Lane chasing it down. Now it's a far clearance out of the Lane defensive end, and it flies away for Sounders throw. Lane with an over-the-head clearance, headed down by Randall. It's Menzies sending a ball over the top back to Paul Cruz's net. One difference early in today's game from Friday night is we haven't been able to see Nicholas Brodacki on many touches of the ball. The Sounders midfield has had a majority of the passes today, and mostly have been intended for Santiago Patino, who leads the team with 2 goals on the season. But Nicholas Brodacki, who scored on Friday night, he was in on every pass, using every part of his boot to flick the ball outside, bottom of the foot, everything you could think of for Nicholas Brodacki. Now it's Menzies playing over the top, trying to find Patino. Ball still bouncing around in a dangerous area, cleared away. Menzies' header falls into the feet of Townsend. Now it's Ani taking over and plays back for French. Entry pass for Patino, but his touch about 5 yards away from Del Hamel. Pass intent for Hosworth, intercepted. Townsend gets it back, give and go. He's working his way up the sideline with speed. Townsend has one defender in front of him. Lays it off into the middle, one touch, ball bouncing around the box. Spur almost got onto the end of it, but it bounces away for the first corner kick of the match here in the 22nd minute.
Corner kick coming up for Lane United, presented by Daytech.
Corner coming in from the near side, left-footed, in-swinging corner. Willis off his line, jumps, catches with ease. Now he's looking quickly. Willis on the boot, sees Patino in a 2-on-1. Sends it downfield. Patino battling with his body. Gets under possession, tries flicking the ball onto himself. Now it's a pass all the way back for Cruz. Menzies almost picks up a free ball in the middle. Now it's Townsend. Townsend's touch leads him back to the center backs. Cruz now being pressured by Menzies. Finds in the middle for Spur. Diaz plays it out wide from Moon. Moon looking for more support. Here's Spur. Between two shirts, dribbles past him. And a big left-footed switch from Spur. Now it's with Hosworth, give and go. Hosworth down the line, the outside back, getting into the attack. Right-footed cross, headed away by Ani. It's only to the 18, not cleared away yet. Lane. And a handball is going to be called, brought down with the shoulder. Casey French gets things going quickly. Now the Sounders trying to counter out. Cox sends a big through ball to the far side, and it goes past Brodacki. It's a way for a Lane throw-in in their defensive half. Sounders haven't been able to settle down offensively. They've been doing a lot of passing in the back line defensively, but not being able to make any serious attacks here. Running nearly the same starting 11 that we saw Friday night, with the exception of Leroy Magarushi. Into the middle, ball for Mascioni. Mascioni switches out to the near side for Hosworth. Hosworth, lots of space on this right flank. Sends in the right-footed cross. It's Ani heading it away. Cox trying to win a foot race with Sergio Diaz as it deflects out. Last touch off of Cox. It's going to be Lane United throwing in their attacking third. Working into the middle. Here's Diaz. Diaz with a left-footed strike, but mishit off the side of the boot. Willis settles it down. Ramos controlling possession for the Sounders all the way from that back line. Playing like a center back, allowing those outside backs, French and Randall, to get up into the attack. Here's Ani crossing midfield, still carrying. Chips the ball over the top. Patino the target. He's offside. Sounders formation, they come out in a 4-4-2 with a diamond midfield, but with how far back Ramos sits, it's almost a 5-3-2 with wingbacks. Ramos, 27, plays that very serious center defensive mid-roll. Long ball from Cruz. Finds Moon on the far side. Swung through the midfield. It's with Anderson. Sprays the ball to the near sideline, but can't be contained by Luke Hosworth.
Fans, stay up to date on team news, video features, and highlights. Do it all by logging on to SoundersU23.com. You can watch all the goals and recap of this match later tonight on SoundersU23.com.
Throw in over the top for Brodacki, and a foul going to be called. Lane on the free kick. Back in their own end. It's Ramlow. Near side here with Hosworth. To the striker, and now running underneath it, Diaz. Sends far side for Moon. Moon has space, has time. Top of the box, right foot shot deflected away from Ani. It's still dangerous here. Spur dropping back and sends it to the near sideline. Working with it, Townsend. Townsend cuts past one. Can't find the overlapping run. Now Randall plays it back to no man's land in the box, and it has to be cleared away from DeGroot. Working in the defensive end. Now Lane. Benavides can't find anything forward. Goes back to his center back. Near side here with Ramlow. Lots of space on the near side. Support into the midfield. Mascioni dropping back for Anderson, and his entry pass not there. Cox can't get past the left back, and now it's Lane going the other way. Dribbling into the midfield now. Here's Mascioni. Mascioni turns, combines with the striker, but his touch off. DeGroot clears, but only to the 35-yard line here. Working with a great heel flick. Finds Moon. Moon now in a body battle on the far sideline. Jameel Cox. His pass intended for Patino, but it's deflected out, and it's going to be Sounders' throw on the far sideline here in the 29th minute. Very quiet offensive attacking game thus far. We're just about a third of the way through the match. Casey French on the far sideline. His throw-in finds Cox, gets it back, and now it's Ramos settling it down for Ani. Ani clears only to midfield. Header won by Hosworth. Now turning on it, Diaz. Lane playing with the ball on the back line. Far side now. And a long ball over the top intended for Mascioni. Mascioni surrounded by two green shirts. Ani trying to shield away. And it's going to be a goal kick for Ben Willis. Nathan Ani and Ryan DeGroot using the big bodies down there to just absolutely bully Anthony Mascioni. DeGroot. Great entry pass, and here's Menzies playing underneath. It's Ivory Randall. Can't find the 1-2 combo, but Brodacki wins it back. He falls to the ground. Lane takes over. Here's Townsend. Lane with quick passes here on the sideline, battling through, and a foul going to be called. Near side restarted again for Lane. Working through the middle. The spur sent to the far side off of Mascioni's boot. Carrying upfield Benavides. Played back for Stadler. Sprays a long ball to the near sideline. No one home. Sounders taking over possession. Ramos and Randall combine here. The Sounders back line, the majority of the touches today for the Rave Green. Haven't been able to get the attack going. Ani's through ball intended for the front line, deflected away quickly. French on the far sideline with the throw. He got told by Sue He that he needs to back it up. Deflected away, and Lane is going to take over quickly. Here with just about 14 minutes remaining in the first half. French's deflection falls into Ramos's feet. Now it's a great 1-2. Here's Brodacki, Patino trying to combine. Foul going to be called. Leaving Corbin Anderson on the ground. Lane, they're going to have a free kick in their own defensive half. Lane getting set to restart.
A yellow card has been issued to Sounders number 7, Santiago Patino.
Long free kick from Cruz. Trying to get into the attack. Willis. He rolls out for DeGroot. DeGroot sends a long left-footed ball up intended for Patino. Patino doesn't win the first. Battling for the second. Falls into the feet of Del Homel. Goes into Brodacki. Brodacki now back to the goal. Drops back for Randall. Randall looking for runs into the box. Doesn't see anything promising, and now here's Ani. Ani sends a long diagonal ball. Randall, he's under it. But Brodacki takes over. Brodacki now turns his right-footed cross. Finds Cox on top of the box. Deflected away. Ramos. Far side for French. And it's deflected away for a Sounders throw. French is throwing, can't get over Diaz. Diaz's deflection off of Menzies' head. Still working with it, the Sounders in the attack. It was Patino, and a foul's going to be called. It's in a great position. It looks like just 10 yards above the box. Actually, it's going to be placed about 5 yards above the top of the box here. 4 or 5 Sounders shirts standing around it. Menzies the only one in the box. And there's 5 Lane United players in the wall. I'm sure we will see Ramos on this free kick, but right now he's got his back to the goal. They might have something worked out. Looks like Del Hamel might be the one running onto it to actually take a strike. 6 shirts now for Lane United in the wall, make it 7. Menzies on the far post here, back 6. 3 Sounders around the ball. This could get laid off for Patino. Patino standing right at the center of the field, 10 yards above the box. You have Jamel Cox and Ozzy Ramos back to the goal, standing in front of the ball. Add one more shirt into the wall. Make it a 7-8 man wall there. Patino on the quick free kick, and he just misses it wide. It was a heat-seeking missile for the near post that just falls away, and it's the best chance that the Sounders have had all day long. It was an absolute missile off of Santiago Patino's boot. Ramos pulls that ball away, but gets a shove in there too. It's going to be a free kick, Lane United. Now it's working near side. Hosworth into the middle for Spur. Spur plays with Mascioni. DeGroot steps in front of that entry ball, wins it. Now Ani getting his head up, looking forward, gives the ball to French. French now plays a long ball over the top. Brodacki can't get there, and the header goes all the way back to Paul Cruz. .38th minute. We still have a scoreless first half here. You're watching the USL PDL on YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios. Now it's Patino on the turn. Can't connect on the end. Cruz clears it away. DeGroot's header goes all the way back to Ben Willis. Menzies and French teaming up. Lane still keeping the pressure away from the Sounders' defensive half. The long ball out of the back, all the way through to Cruz. Patino applauding the through ball that came off with a foot from DeGroot. Now the Sounders trying to pin Lane onto the corner. Can't. Ani keeps that ball from getting in to the feet of Nick Moon. Throw-in deflected off of the foot of Mascioni. French is throwing, can't find Menzies' head. Jamil Cox runs under it. And now Patino in a foot race chasing down Paul Cruz. A clearance just past the 50. It's won by Ramos, headed towards French. DeGroot has time and space here in his defensive third. Long ball intended for Patino. Patino falls to the ground. He was being shielded away from chasing that one down from Connor Ramlow. Now it's far sideline. Stadler. Entry pass. It's a great ball. Now ran under it. Moon still carrying through the midfield, through three green shirts, and drops it back, playing it safely. Both keepers, Ben Willis, Paul Cruz, both have had very quiet days back in their 18. With just about 5 minutes until we hit halftime, there cannot be much stoppage time unless we just see a floodgates of goals open up here in the last 5 minutes. Menzies turns, loses his footing. Ramos takes over. Drops back for Ani, playing it safely. Ani now onto the attack. Ramos drops back and covers for him. It's a split through ball, trying to find French. Can French run it down? No, he cannot, and it's out for a goal kick. Lane taking over here. Cruz will jog over, chase down the ball, and reset. Cruz ready on the kick, sends it away. Now it's brought down, Nick Moon. Moon can't get around Ani's tackle, and here's Ramos in the middle. Great quick touch. Sounders trying to break out. Menzies, heel flick. Now it's over with Cox. Camille Cox can't get on, but Del Homo is there. And it's deflected away. Willie Spur, the last touch on that, will give the Sounders possession here with just minutes remaining in this first half. French sends the throw back to Ani in the defensive half, trying to draw out the Lane defense. They are packing it in. Ani slowly working. DeGroot now. Nothing else to do but go back to Ani. Ani carries into the attacking third. Chips the ball to the top of the box. Almost gets to Patino, but it's cleared away. Now Ani just chases it down again. Here's Ramos. Ramos sends a big ball over the top. Intent for Badaki. Can't get there. Del Hamel sends a ball over for French. French loses possession. Now a foul after the pass. And Lane's going to have a free kick here. Halftime approaching. Both of these teams would hate to give up a goal with just in the final moments. After there not being very many attacking moments here in the first 45. Header goes down the line. Did I speak too soon? Lane on the attack. Moon trying to control it, trying to contain. And it's sent away from DeGroot. Far sideline working with it here. Spur sends a big cross to the back post. And just a bit too far. Willis Out on the goal kick now. That cross was intended for Sergio Diaz. Now Willis plays quickly for Ramos. So we're about 30 seconds away from stoppage time. DeGroot sends a chip pass intent for Patino. He brings it down back to the net. And a foul's going to be called on Santiago Patino. So he's battling. Trying to battle through two defenders, pulling on a jersey, and comes up short. Paul Cruz now out on the free kick, marching his troops downfield.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
With just about a minute left here in stoppage time. It's Ivory Randall to go chase down for the throw, and neither team very urgent here as we approach intermission. Randall's long throw in, can't find a green shirt, but Del Hamel's under it. Bounces towards the sideline, stays in, Lane able to do so. DeGroot deflects it away safely into the stands. With this minute gone already, we'll see how much longer center ref Soo Hee lets it play out. Lane could have one more attack here. Spur. Entry ball in. Now it's near side. Townsend, can he get a cross going into the box? He loses his footing. He falls to the ground. Menzies clears away, and we are at recess here. 0-0 the score in Sumner, Washington. No team able to crack the back of the net. No team really able to get off great chances. Only thing going into the scorebook is a yellow card for Sounders leading scorer and captain Santiago Patino. But with that, we'll be back in just about 15 minutes with second half action. You are watching the USLPDL on YouTube, brought to you by Bootstrapper Studios. Welcome back in for second half action live here from Sumner, Washington. We're at Sunset Stadium where the Sounders U23 are 0-0 with Lane United FC. And it was the Sounders just about a week ago who were able to go down to Lane in Oregon, be able to pull out 3 points with a 3-1 win. But today it's been the very opposite of a 3-1 scoreline, with either team getting just about one shot today on frame. And so we're hoping to see some more fireworks here in the second half. Benavides works around a tackle, getting up the sideline. Well done there from the left back. Here's Benavides on a give and go, trying to work out of pressure. Can't. Ani takes over. Menzies with a great flick. Finds Cox underneath, and now going down the line, Menzies. One-touch pass. Finds Patino. Patino between two defenders. Takes one touch, and his shot is deflected away. And it's going to be the first corner kick of the match today for Sounders U23. Only the second one in the entire contest today.
Presented by Daytech. Sounders U23 corner kick taken by number 27, Ozzy Ramos.
Two grave green shirts are at the near post right now. It's Brodacki and it's Jameel Cox, with a trio of Sounders making a run into the near post. Sent away on the header, trying to keep it in. Casey French cleared out. Now here's Ramos. Lots of space on the near side. The lefty gets it on his left foot. In swinging. Cross the header. Not there. Menzies chasing it down on the far sideline. Scott Menzies looking to reset. Menzies trying to play it safe. Can't find Ben Willis, and it's a turnover. And now he cleans it up and gets it over to Willis the second time. Lane still keeping the first half tactics, not pressuring the Sounders at all in the defensive end. Right now, Ozzy Ramos has pushed himself up just a bit higher, with Menzies playing a little bit underneath. Long ball over the top. Patino, he's underneath it. It's a shot with the left foot, and it's scooped up by Paul Cruz. Patino has had both chances for the Sounders today. First one was a left-footed shot off of a free kick, and just there, connected on a long ball over the top. Mishit just a little bit. It was softer than he anticipated. But Paul Cruz, great positioning to keep it scoreless. French here on the near side. The Sounders back line playing very patiently again. There's a long ball trying to find Randall, but it can't get there. Ramos is on the second ball. Great cut in the midfield. He finds Cox underneath. Menzies had an overlapping run. And now it's the Sounders taking back possession in the neutral third. Randall far sideline. Pass off Menzies' heel, finds Jameel Cox. And now Jameel Cox gets stripped. It's Lane going the other way. Here on the near side is Moon. Moon one-on-one with French, lays off. Corbin Anderson in support, defensive center mid today, wearing the 31 for Lane. And it's a through ball down the line, far side, Jarrett Townsend. Townsend trying to get past Randall with a nice cut. He does so. He's in the box. Left-footed shot sails away. Already in the first 5 minutes of the second half, we've seen more of an attack than we did in the first 45. Long ball from Ramos. Can't find anyone. It's settled down and now working through the Lane defense. Ramlo looking for support of that far sideline. There's the ball over the top again. This time it's Diaz. Diaz trying to be crafty. Teams up with Townsend. Lays off on top for Willie Spur. Now it's back out wide. Left-footed cross on the way. All the way to the back post. Casey French watches it as it bounces away and out for a Ben Willis goal kick here. DeGroot, long left-footed ball over the top, all the way back into Paul Cruz's net. Neither team with any halftime subs here. Long ball brought down here by Diaz. Diaz space in the midfield. Switches play. Nick Moon now near side. Moon on his right foot. Cuts down to the sideline to his left. Trying to find the space. Ani pushes it away, and he's able to play solid center back there. Cleaning everything up for the Sounders. Him and Casey French teaming up well. Jamil Cox with a pass to Patino. Patino back to the net. In a battle here. Patino keeps it. He gets through a second defender. Still trying to work. Goes to the ground. Whistle blown. Foul called. We'll see if Soo-hee goes to the book here. Foul's blown, and he's trying to protect his assistant referee. They're going to talk about things, but it's going to be a Sounders free kick as it stands now. It was Patino on the attack. He beat one defender, took a shoulder, fell down just outside of the 18 on the near sideline. Soo-hee, center referee, has yet to issue any sort of card. Doesn't look like he will now, and the Sounders are going to put two men on the ball here on the near sideline. Just about a yard or two outside of the 18. And it's going to be a great opportunity for the Sounders. Casey French is at the top of the box right now, has space to his right. Free kick on the way. There's Ramos. Sends it way, way too far. Unfortunate there for the Sounders as they were knocking on the door. It was a great run from Patino, and nothing shows from it. Townsend can't control that. Lane was spread out all over the field, had no support, had to battle one-on-one. Now it's the Sounders working with quick passing. Turned over, going the other way. Lane trying to break out. It's sent back away from Del Hummel. Here's French, the University of Washington product, playing right back here for the Sounders U23. DeGroot sends a one-touch long ball. Can't get over the back line, but he had Brodacki there. Sounders throwing. Brodacki with the chest. One touch. Randall sends a ball into the 6. And Cruz's punt goes all the way back to Nathan Ani. Menzies now in the neutral third. carrying through midfield, and a long through ball sent over the top. Not much build-up in this game today. Ramos wins the turnover, plays back for Ani, sending a long, ambitious ball into the attacking third. Nothing comes out of it, but Ramos brings it back down. A foul's going to be called as Ramos was battling two bodies. Long ball over the top. Patino can't get onto the end of it. It's far side now. Ivory Randall watches it go out. Sounders now have a long throw opportunity here. Could work a header into the box now as they send the troops into the 6. Can use these long throws like a set piece here. Ivory Randall's throw on the way. Into the 6. Shot from Patino. There's going to be a whistle blown. Ball is dead, and it's going to be a Lane United FC free kick from their own box. Long ball from Cruz. Near side, and can't contain it was Jose Benavides. Menzies with a great heel flick. French battling, stays with it. Here's Cox. Little flick through Brodacki. And it was a great pass from Jamil Cox just outside of Brodacki's reach, but split about 3 defenders to go inside the 18. Brodacki nearly got himself the second goal of the weekend. Sounders Friday night had a 2-0 lead after the 70th minute. Let that one slip through their fingertips. 2 90th minute goals from the TSS Rovers. Finished as a 2-2 draw. The Sounders only picked up 1 point in their home opener of the 2018 campaign. Ivory Randall can't contain. Now it's Lane going into the attacking third, but Casey French gets the pass that goes astray. Ani with a great entry ball, splitting 2 defenders. And here's Menzies on a long diagonal pass. Patino chasing it down. And it's cleared away safely. Santiago Patino trying to get a quick touch, but sent away by Luke Hosworth. Throwing again, coming from the far side. Ivory Randall on the toss. Sends it into the 6, but Cruz is there. Paul Cruz taking his time. As we approach here, the 60th minute, still scoreless. Slim opportunities for both sides. The Sounders have had a majority of the opportunities here in the second half. Now working down the line, it's Spur. Spur cuts back to the midfield, still carrying, still dribbling. Now goes into the middle for Moon. Moon has a long diagonal ball to the far side. Great crossing opportunity. First time, no. Ivory Randall sends it away, and it's going to be the second corner of the day for Lane. Suhi blows his whistle. He's going to go have a talking to with Corbin Anderson. Two-thirds of the way through the match here. Lane on the road in Sumner. Trying to crack the goal. Header, and Ben Willis is there on his line. Makes a huge save to keep this scoreless. Incredible stuff from the Gonzaga University keeper.
Ben Willis with the save.
It was a great cross and a great shot. The first shot on goal that Lane United has had today. Quick free kick taken from Lane, trying to find an entry pass, can't, deflect it away to the far sideline. I believe it was Nick Moon on the header. And Ben Willis, great positioning. There's Menzies, spraying a great through ball over for Brodacki. Brodacki watches it bounce, trying to win the second ball, but can't. Great shoulder-to-shoulder battle, and finally, the foul was called. Suhi was letting the advantage roll. And when the double team came on, brings it back. Lane United will have a free kick just outside their attacking third. Head coach Darren Sawatsky has been very animated on that far sideline for Sounders U23 today. Majority of it's been telling his team to get up, press higher. They need to get in better attacking positions. Left-footed cross comes off the short pass. Willis off his line, gets it, quick throw. Here's Jamel Cox, the Seattle Stars midfielder. He's on the run down the near sideline. Sends a through ball for Nick Brodacki. Brodacki now in trouble. One-on-one. Back to the net. Lays off for Jamil Cox. Here's Cox now trying to work it past the Lane defense. Pulling it away was John Stadler. Cleared out of Lane's back line. A great chest down. And not there on the give and go was Anthony Mascioni. Ani sends a long ball over the top. Patino trying to chase it down, headed away safely from John Stadler. Casey French now to go up into the attack. Look for the long throw in here. Brodacki and Patino have not been as effective in the air as they were Friday night. Won nearly every ball in the air. Here's French. It's a great Cruyff. Menzies cross headed to the near six. No. Menzies again on the header. Finds Brodacki's left foot. The shot, and it's a missile right at Paul Cruz. Didn't have to move at all.
Sounders, U23 shot by number 9, Nicholas Brodacki.
The offense is picking it up here. It's a header flicked on from Townsend, trying to keep it in play for Lane. Ramos is up with it, though. Now Patino gets a great ball. Now he's into a foot race. Patino as it drops back from Ramlo. Near side with Moon. Moon sends a long diagonal ball, looking for Townsend. Townsend lets it bounce once. Now trying to shield it. Last touch off Randall. Great work one-on-one on the far side from the Sounders left back. Townsend quickly drops it back. Here's the right-footed cross. French heads it away. Menzies waiting underneath it. Now it's settled down with Benavides. Swung to the near side. Here's Anderson. Space. Drops back to Ramlo in the midfield. Willis able to scoop that one up cleanly in his own box. Still 0-0 as we're in the 65th minute here. Ozzy Ramos looking for the long ball, goes over the top of De Hummel. Neither team have gone to the bench for substitutions today. The Sounders, who want attack, don't have any forwards listed in the 18 to sub on. A man who has speed on their bench is Tyler John. And a guy who can run the midfield, Trevor Jensen. And as for Lane, Sam Engel is the only forward on the bench, but he has 1 assist on the season, so he may be able to come in and bring a spark that Lane United is looking for. Ramos able to flick that one on. Brodacki under it in the neutral third, back to the goal, sends it to his back line. Ani now on his third touch, looking for help. Can't find a pass. Lane could go on a quick counter. Here's Moon, gets past one defender. Ramos on the tackle, fouls him, and a yellow card is shown just like that. Ozzy Ramos finds himself being the second Sounder to enter Suhi's book.
In the 66th minute, a yellow card has been issued to Sounders number 27, Ozzy Ramos.
Now it's going to be Lane on the free kick. Neither team showing urgency to get things restarted here in the 67th minute. This free kick's going to come just about 30 to 35 yards out. If this shot goes on frame, I like my chances that Ben Willis has to cover that net. It's a 4-man wall for the Sounders. Wide open on this near side, Corbin Anderson, no man around him. It's a shot on frame, and it just goes wide. And there's a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick.
Late corner kick presented by Daytech.
We're on the near side, Sergio Diaz to take the corner. Diaz now set to take. Sends it into the box. It's an outswing corner headed away. About 30 yards out. Diaz gets it back near sideline. Diaz left-footed cross. Back post, no one there. Goes all the way back. Far sideline now, step over. Drop to the top of the box. It's a rip shot and a deflection away. That was Anthony Mascioni. 1 goal, 1 assist on the season, but could not double it there.
Presented by Daytech. Fans after the match, hop online and go to TacomaSoccerCenter.org to find out how to join in for adult and youth leagues here in the South Puget Sound.
Corner coming from the far side. Diaz again near post. Willis gets a fist to it, sends it away. And Anderson collides heads. On the ground is Brodacki, and that's not a good sign. Play stopped immediately. Trainer takes no time to get onto the field. Brodacki looks like he's up, ready to go again. It was a scary head-to-head collision. Maybe it was less contact than what we could see up here in the luxurious press box of Sunset Stadium. "20 minutes to play here in this USL PDL match you are watching on YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios." It's going to be a free kick for the Sounders on the near sideline, and a great touch by head coach Darren Sawatsky to get that ball back into his Rave Green Army's feet. Menzies now carrying up the near sideline, trying to slip in a through ball for French. Miscommunication there. French stands still, wanting the ball at his feet, unable to connect. Be sure to follow Sounders U23 on Twitter at Sounders U23. Keep up to date on all the action, both game days and during the week, throughout the entire USL PDL season. Heel flick on the far sideline from Townsend. It's intended for Hosworth. Deflected away, and it's going to be a throw-in. And a substitution in the offing. Both sides wanting to make a change. We'll see who exits.
Substitution in the 71st minute for Lane United. Entering the match, number 29, Sam Engel. Departing, number 7, Sergio Diaz.
Sam Engel, a big, tall forward for Lane, checks in.
Entering the match, number 21, Ricky Renzetti. And departing, number 10, Hugo Del Mel.
Play gets back underway on the far sideline. Deflected away, Lane back on the throw. Cross comes in the box, deflected, and we'll do it again. Substitution that Sounders made took out Hugo Del Homel, bringing in Drini Redzipi, wearing number 21, listed on the roster as a midfielder. We'll see if he can bring the attack that the Sounders are looking for. And there he is immediately on the tackle, pushing it away. Throw-in still staying on that far side. Lane has been pinned in there for about the last 2 minutes. Now the throw-in quickly as it gets deflected away. A first-time cross into the box, far post. There's 2 men back there. Settling down, here's Moon. Moon taking his time, looking for a cross. Moon dances, gets his right foot across off the header, and it's off the near post and in. It's a great goal, and it's Willie Spur who cracks open scoring in the 73rd minute. Lane United has taken a 1-0 lead, a header that had no pace on it, took a hop on the turf, bounced up, found the post, and fell in.
Lane goal scored in the 73rd minute. The second of the year for number 10, Willie Spur, assisted by number 9, Nick Moon.
Sounders looking to get things back underway. Got to work quickly. Less than 20 minutes to play. And Lane just cracked open scoring. It was a great cross from Nick Moon that found the head of Willie Spur. Now carrying down the near sideline. Lane back on the attack. And deflected away. Ani being able to shut down Mascioni. Near sideline, Benavides on the throw. Settles, gets it back. And the way that Lane has been playing today, they might just sit back for these next 15 minutes. Try and pack everything in. We saw that did not work out Friday night for the Green. We'll see if the Sounders can frantically high pressure here for 15 minutes and get the offense rolling. Menzies with a flick, loses his footing. Sounders ball, free kick. Menzies slow to get up. Nathan Ani works his way up to the top of the box. He's got to be one of the targets on this. Free kick on the way from Ramos. Sends it in. Near side. Nobody there. Deflects to the back post. Chasing it down now. All the way down to the goal lines to Groot. But it deflects out of bounds off of DeGroot. And it's going to be Lane United goal kick. Almost turning something out of nothing. DeGroot stayed on the back side of the free kick as it played all the way over through the defense. You hear the beautiful support of the Rhubarb City supporter, showing love, passion every game for the Sounders U23. Now on the attack, Lane. Townsend, he takes a touch, brings it back. Drops off on the far side. One touch trying to go down the lane. Across into the box, it's deflected away and then cleared frantically. Patino still trying to battle under it. Leaves the ball, tries letting it weasel its way through as he runs past the defense. But Lane able to take over. Here's the goal scorer, Spur. Turning, dribbling now. Moon gets dispossessed. Brodacki now with a touch. Turns, finds Patino, has Brodacki back, but Patino can't get the initial touch down. Benavides plays in to the center for Spur. Now it's near side, Moon. Moon with no pressure. Sounders need to have higher pressure, need to be quicker. 2 subs ready to come in. Hopefully they bring the energy that Sounders need for the Sunday matinee matchup here in Sumner, Washington. French with a clearance, deflected away, and it's going to stay Sounders possession on the near sideline.
Sounders substitution in the 77th minute. Entering the match, number 8, Leroy Magrachet, and number 15, Satoshi Chapin. Departing number 9, Nicholas Brodacki, and number 11, Jamel Cox.
Leroy Magarushi as well as Yoshi Chafin check into the game today. Chafin, a speedy forward, and Magarushi, someone who can control the center of the midfield. Chafin immediately goes to that high striker role, sent away almost into the stands from Cruz. Sounders got to push up attack here. Magarushi, he takes over for Jameel Cox on the near sideline. Header bounced down. Menzies still has his run going. Patino loses his footing. He's still battling on the ground. Finally, the foul is called for dangerous play. Patino trying to work on the ground. And a substitution now on the far side for Lane United.
Lane United substitution in the 79th minute. Entering the match, number 26, Charlie Spur. Departing number 11, Anthony Macchioni.
Charlie Spur now enters the field for Lane. Heading out was Anthony Macchioni. Now both sides are going to go into a chess match of substitutions. Ramos can't get that ball back. It's a cross into the box, low cross. Trying to find Magarushi, can't. Now working in the middle. Settled down here by Engel. Engel, a striker who is way back. And then comes in Chafin, taking the feet out. Ten minutes to play here in Sumner, Washington. And now it's near side with Benavides. Playing back, sitting back, Lane United. No rush to get forward here, although a second goal Could nearly put the nail in the coffin. Foul called in favor of the Sounders here at midfield. And they get play rolling very quickly. Here's DeGroot. The long ball can't find French, but off the header, goes out of bounds to give the Sounders possession on the near sideline. Lane leading with the 73rd minute goal from Willie Spur off the cross from Nick Moon. It was a header. Came back across the face of goal, bouncing off the turf and off the post and in. Ani sends a long diagonal ball, looking for Chafin. Bounces once and Paul Cruz is able to get there. Patino chasing down Cruz. Lane clearing out of their defensive half. Ball bounces on the far sideline. Sounders take over on the throw. Here's Ani to the near side for French. Ramos sends a drive to Patino. He turns, he rips a shot, aiming for that near post high corner, sails it away.
Is a proud supporter of the Sounders U23 MVP physical therapy science programs to improve function and speed recovery. Check out MVP Physical Therapy just down the road on Main Street here in Sumner. For more, visit mvppt.com.
Patino had a great overlapping run from Leroy Magarushi. He opted not to use it. The defender sagged off trying to take it away. He decided go for the shot. The crosses have not been in favor of the Sounders today. And a header won by Nathan Ani, but he climbs up the back of Sam Engel. It's going to be a lane free kick here just past the 50. Ramlow on the free kick, floats it into the far side of the box. It's a header across the box, gets it back, left-footed shot. Just dribbles away past the post, and it's going to be a corner kick. No, excuse me, the assistant referee shows corner, but Suhi overrides the call. He says it's going to be a Sounders goal kick here in the 84th minute. Menzies with a one-header. Back again, another chance. Finds Magarushi. First touch. Menzies in behind. Here's Chafin. Chafin hits the volley. And now to the near side. It's going to be the Sounders' second corner of the night.
Corner kick coming up for the Sounders U23, presented by Daytech.
Here's Leroy Magarushi on the near side, setting up the left-footed cross. Almost every Sounder in the box. The furthest man back now is Ivory Randall. Nazi Ramos on top of the box near side. Here's the left-footed cross. It's low. Finds Ramos. Ramos sets. Pump fakes and then finds Randall. Randall plays out wide to the far side. Now still passing it around the Sounders. Miscommunication. Now working within the box dangerously. Lane. Miscommunication for them between the back line and the goalkeeper. And it's a foot race. Angle gets on the backside. And now it's with French, who drops all the way back to Willis. The Sounders, who just moments ago had the ball inside the 18 against Lane, have to play all the way back to Willis. Here's French. Loses his footing on the long ball. Cleared away back into the midfield. Won by Ani as it's tackled away. Ani hits the deck. It's going to be a throw-in for the Sounders. Magarushi jogs over, finds French. French now on the throw. And it's one in the middle by Anderson. And a foul's going to be called. Shoulder-to-shoulder play by Yoshi Chafin. Leaves Anderson on the turf. It's going to be a Lane United free kick here on the sideline in the 86th minute. Sounders need some late heroics here. Ramlow's free kick, clearing his lines. Ani with the one-header, per usual. Now it's near side, Spur, the goal scorer. Give and go. And it rolls out of play as a sliding Nick Moon couldn't keep it in. Swung along the back line to Groot. Playing far side, the Sounders have to get up. Here comes Nathan Ani into the attack. Angle lays off beautifully. Spur in the midfield with a one-touch pass finds Moon. Moon now slowing it down here in the 87th minute. Moon between three shirts. Sprays the ball out to the near side. And the cross coming in gets deflected away. It was Benavidez on the service. Now it's a Lane United corner. Their 5th of the day. Slowly over to take is Willie Spur. Spur, the goal scorer, would love to add an assist onto his tally for the day. Cross comes in. Randall chests it away. Now it's flicked out, but taken over by Anderson. Gets back to Spur. Right-footed cross, floats to that back post. Dangerous ball, but Ben Willis off his line to clean it up. Now the Sounders have space to break out. Working very quickly here. Ani's in the midfield. Gets it. Give and go. Still going in transition. He teams up with Redzepi. Now it's far side. Fakes the right foot cross. Now sends in the left-footed low cross. No one home but Paul Cruz to dive on it. Cruz's goal kick, his punt, only finds Nathan Ani. Here's Magarushi trying to play a ball in behind for Patino. Can't connect. Now it's in the middle. Menzies rips a shot and sends it over. Quickly done, but it's a corner kick as it got deflected away. Menzies, he turned on a ball, got it quickly on a turnover, and immediately got his head up, looked at goal, wanted to rip the shot. Now Magarushi. He's in the near side. 89th minute. So we're approaching stoppage time. Lane has a substitution getting ready. Here's Magarushi's cross to the far post. It's floated. Ball headed straight up, still in the air, and it's out of play for the 4th corner for the Sounders U23. Cruz was able to catch that ball after it crosses the line, going up and in the air about 25 feet. Far side in-swinger now on the way from the Sounders. Dropping the hands. Here comes the service. Ball to the back post. Casey French was there. It's deflected away for the 5th corner, and it's the 3rd one on this possession for the Sounders. Leroy Magarushi over to the near side to take. Magarushi comes from the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. Here he is on the left foot service, back post, headed back across. It was a header won by Nathan Ani, but unable to direct it towards the net. Substitution on the far side of the field. Lane trying to work the clock down as much as they can. Leaving the field is going to be Nick Moon.
Brandon Romack departing. Number 9, Nick Moon.
Coming into the game, number 27, defender Brandon Romack. They are obviously going with a defensive sub here to try and contain this 1-0 lead that they're holding on to. Cruz's goal kick here. Sent to midfield. No header won, and bringing it down is Engel. Engel now going to the sideline. Boots the ball down to the corner flag, and DeGroot clears it upfield. Chafin is there. He has space in front of him, but a man working away from behind.
3 minutes of added time.
3 minutes here announced at Sunset Stadium. The Sounders, time is working against them. And it's a ball won by Randall. Randall now trying to find a pass to Menzies into the attack. Throw in from the far side. To the near 6. It's Patino in the box, trying to settle, trying to take a touch. Gets it across to Casey French. French with a floated service over. Cruz only has time to punch it away. It's Randall who has time. He chests it down, sends it back into the box. The header, and it's off frame. Nathan Ani was there. He got his head onto the ball and was unable to direct it towards Paul Cruz's net. Just about 2 minutes remaining here in stoppage time. The Sounders had a great chance at knotting it up there. The attack has fully been in the Sounders' attacking half as Lane is just sitting back, trying to contain everything in front of him. But here's Engel now on a break. No, and he sends it away. Minute 45 left in stoppage time. It's all on the referee's watch here. Minimum 3 minutes allowed. We're about a minute and a half into it. French sends a long ball. 2 Sounders chasing down. Patino couldn't get onto it. Magarushi can't get there, but Ramos wins a touch. Now it's bouncing for Ani to try and get under. Sounders scrambling around. Now through ball. French settles. Ramos dropping back to DeGroot. 60 seconds remain here. Long ball over the top. Ani. He got his head to it. It's going to be a lane throw as we are under the 60-second mark. Lane still thriving off of the Willie Spurs 73rd minute goal. Defensive substitutions have been made to just pack it in. And Randall clears that ball up the sideline. Time running slim on the Rave Green. Throw in on the far sideline, down the line. Space in front. Lane on the attack again. Cutting back on the right foot. Townsend dribbling through 2 shirts, but DeGroot able to clean it up. This could be the last chance for the Sounders here on this push. Ramos sends a long ball up. Header 1. Magarushi's running in the midfield underneath it. Magarushi on the left foot. About 20 yards out. Rips a shot. It's deflected. Magarushi, he comes back up with it again. He passes into the far post, and it just slides in. Are you kidding me? Leroy Magarushi, the super substitution. That surely could be the last kick of this ball game, and Leroy Magarushi has knotted it up for the Sounders. Friday night, it was the TSS Rovers who came into the Starfire Sports Complex and had a 90th minute goal to tie with the Sounders, and the Sounders give Lane a taste of that medicine here. Sunday afternoon, Leroy Magarushi with the late heroics. He had about 3 opportunities in the box, misfired a shot, deflected, fell back to his feet, and he was able to fire it home to the far side post and give the Sounders a draw, and there is the final whistle. Leroy Magarushi is the 90th minute hero here. Absolutely incredible stuff. The Sounders, in a very slow offensive pace game, were able to get out another point. 2 home games this weekend for the Sounders, and both ended with dramatic finishes. Incredible stuff going on here with the Sounders U23 as now they improve on their record. 1 win, 2 draws after a weekend against TSS. The Sounders U23 next game comes June 1st at Victoria Highlanders, and the next home game at Sunset Stadium takes place June 3rd when they take on Calgary Foothills at 2 p.m. That's going to wrap up this match here. You've been watching the USL PDL on YouTube, brought to you by Bootstrapper Studios for the final time. Final score, 1-1. Goals scored by Willie Spur and Leroy Magarushi, and I'm Peyton Behrens signing off here from Sumner, Washington.